What is the first word that comes to mind when you hear mental health?
Undervalued.
Stability.
Balance.
Personal.
Anxiety.
Confusion.
Normalization.
Important.
Reaching out for help.
It's not just one word that comes into my mind. It is a variety of words. Depression, anxiety, how people feel about themselves and their surroundings is more what I think of when you say mental health. It's not just a one-word answer to me.
Why is taking care of our mental health so important?
It's important because it allows people to reach their full potential. When you don't take care of mental health, sometimes it can stunt what you want to do and just having like a better quality of life.
Because it keeps you in balance, and I think that it leads to a better way of life.
Because it affects every aspect of your life, from work to home to how you think about yourself, how you think about others.
Because if you want to get your body right, you gotta have your mind right, because you wake up every morning with the same brain.
I think it's really important because it forms the foundation for how we navigate through our life.
If you don't pay attention to it early, it can definitely go down the stream that you don't want. That can definitely lead to something way worse than what you can imagine it could.
To prevent tragedies in the country.
This day and time, it's very important. It seems like it needs to be addressed a whole lot more than it has been.
Well, I feel if your mental health isn't what it should be, then your physical health starts going down. I've had bouts of depression myself, and I know when I'm like that, my physical health goes down also.
It's important that we understand where we're at on each given day, as mental health is not something that gets a doctor's checkup, and it is one level. It is kind of a fluid level each day, and just kind of understanding where you're at and what kind of support you need.
How can someone show their support of someone else's mental health?
Just listening.
Be an active listener.
Listening without judgment. To be a good listener.
So just listen.
Being there for them, even the smallest thing matters to most people.
Really pay attention to what someone is saying and not focus on what your own personal story might be like, but really pay attention to what that person is saying.
Everyone talks about their struggles, like at work every day, like just listening and just being supportive, I think.
Just being there and not trying to fix it.
I read once that you listen to make a reply rather than truly listening to what the person is saying to you. So I think one of the biggest things to be is a good listener, and that way you'll truly be able to direct the person in the right way.
They could actually tell them ways that they can help themselves. There's so many different ways they can there's medications, there's counseling, and there's all kinds of ways, and you could suggest to them that might be something that would help them out with that.
When you see something that's small, you can definitely be like, hey bro, let's do this, let's go out here. Just don't sit in the house and let it drain you mentally.
Probably instead of assuming that you already understand or being closed-minded, asking the person what it's like.
Just trying to connect with people and understanding that, everybody's not, the same. Like, they don't have the same background, they don't have the same upbringing. Reaching out and being there for them, not only when times are good, but when they're bad. I think sometimes we get stuck on what to say or what to do. And yes, those things matter, but the who matters more, about who's going to be there next time.
Being present for them, making sure that you're speaking with them and concerned about them and trying to learn more about what they're dealing with.
What is something small you can do to have a positive impact on someone's day?
I think a simple smile saying hi and I appreciate you goes a long, long way.
Open the door for them. Say hello.
Tell them how good they look in their new t-shirt.
Like make someone laugh.
Treat people with kindness.
Just being nice to people, I honestly think. You never know what the person beside you is going through.
Just say hi. Just let them know that you're thinking of them.
Checking in on them and being present.
Just send somebody a text that say you appreciate them and, good morning, have a good day, thinking about you.
I think one of the first things you can do is smile. Let someone know that you are focused on them and offer to help in any way that you can. Maybe it's something that you can do fun together, or maybe it's just the act of listening.
And last but not least, do you have a self-care or mental health tip?
Find whatever you love to take care of yourself. I love to read, listen to some music, and just be away from the everyday.
I do. Something that's very personal favorite of mine is exercise.
For me, it is going out and walking my dog and being in nature and reading the Bible. One helps me more spiritually and with my heart, and the other one helps me more with my physical being.
Do what you love, even if you have to set everything aside for it.
You just got to take that first step and get outside and do something.
Music, it puts pep in your step.
Just talking makes it good. Helps me at least.
Find your center and do what you can to keep the balance in your life so you're not overextended in one area.
Just putting things into perspective of, what can I control given this day. I think, just do whatever feels right to increase your mood, I think is kind of the tip I would leave with, as long as that's not a destructive decision. So
Once again, probably going back to if you're aware of somebody and they need the help, give them suggestions of what they can do. There's so many things out there that people might not be aware of they can do to help themselves.
Cut, let's do it again.